Welcome back to the channel, folks. Welcome back to the channel, man. Right now, we got a game playing right now. We got Oregon versus Ole Miss playing right now. But it's just why the folks slide through real quick. Once the folks slide through, we're gonna start doing the deep dive, man. Here, what's the word, Tez?
What's good?
Chilling, brother, chilling. So you went with Miami, bro? Wait, no, not you. You went with who'd you go with?
I got Oregon.
Oregon. All right. Shit. Damn, bro. Hey, the stadium post is gonna be crazy. Who did Oh, he picked Michigan.
Yeah, Jimmy took Michigan. FSU won South Carolina.
Oh shit. Dang.
I be trying to tell these niggas, man, don't put out your pick until it's time to pick.
Yeah.
You gonna get somebody else a great idea.
Facts, 100%. 100%. Oregon in a nice little battle. We're gonna tune back into that in a bit. Let's go ahead and get into what we're ready for, folks.
Hey everybody, it's Kirk Herbstreit. Improvements to Dynasty and EA Sports College Football 26 are focused around adding authenticity to every Dynasty run, while also delivering on community feedback.
Michigan State.
For the first time ever, you can start your Dynasty by stepping into the role
crazy to
of
me.
one of over 300 authentic college football coaches.
Tennessee.
To ensure each coach and coordinator's authentic styles are highlighted, we completely
But some people probably trying to duck out of
archetypes
certain
and
conferences too.
abilities and enhanced
Facts.
playbooks
Most likely.
with over 2,800 new plays. So when you battle a CEO like Kirby Smart one week and a
Notre
program
Dame's still on
builder
the
like
list. There's some
Lane
good
Kiffin
teams
the
on the
next,
board.
you
Yeah,
truly
yeah.
feel the difference on the football field. This new depth also offers more
See,
options
I'm really
when
liking this
creating
shit
your
right
own
here.
coach, giving you more control over the path you ultimately take. A new progression curve offers early career momentum with more sustained growth across a
Nice.
new level cap up to 100. Of course, no coach excels at
Up to
everything. So hire
100,
coordinators
nice.
who complement your strengths or shore up your weaknesses. And make sure to leverage your staff's active archetype perk to really accelerate your progression.
Oh, that's gonna be huge.
Updates to how coaching archetypes are unlocked, balanced, and expanded make each coaching path even
They
more
claim they're gonna make it
strategic
harder
and
to
distinct. All
be like
three
an
base
all-around good
archetypes
coach.
now
Yeah.
require a minimum coach level to unlock, promoting
Damn,
focused early
okay.
investment and making your initial archetype choice more meaningful. New scaling archetype costs encourage more intentional choices
Yeah,
as you
minimum
progress.
coaching level to
Now,
upgrade.
advancing within your specialty, like moving from recruiter to
That means you
elite
gotta win
recruiter,
games.
is more
Yeah.
affordable than a path that requires learning a new skill set.
I like that
Preserve
actually
your
though.
Dynasty legacy
Trophy room,
with the
that was much
all-new
needed.
Trophy room. Showcase every trophy, title, and individual award won throughout your coaching journey. And look
Dang,
ahead
that's
at
nice
what
right there.
coveted hardware you still need to strive for. The new college football history feature serves as a college football history book.
Oh,
and lets
shit,
you compare
nice.
your program to the all-time greats, adding a new dimension of legacy building to Dynasty.
I'm definitely digging
We've
that, the
revamped
history.
transfer portal to create more
This is what we've been
realistic
waiting on though,
player
folks.
movement,
Transfer portal.
especially among the 4- and 5-star players. Now, from 2,000 up to 3,500 athletes can enter the portal each season.
3,500.
With that
giving
transfer
fresh
portal,
ways to build
you're gonna
your
be damn near
roster
guaranteed
year
to
after year.
lose players every
New
year.
dynamic
But they talking about
deal breakers are
Every
player
year, bro.
expectations that
3,000
evolve
players
with
in the
talent.
portal.
That 3-star freshman who is happy with average
But they do make it a
facilities,
little bit more
if he's
realistic
an
though.
All-American by junior year, he might be looking for top-tier amenities. And whether it's listed as a deal breaker or not, your most talented players may still demand playing time. Some coach
That's crazy. The playing time's going to be vital.
Providing strategic recruiting advantages.
In Dynasty this year.
New dynamic dev traits have
I like this shit too. The fact that they did the dynamic dev traits.
Along with more abilities across 59 total player
It can get tricky though. I guess I just have to see it live in action, but that shit can get tricky.
Increased from 10 to 20, so progression feels more gradual and realistic. Recruiting visits now involve location-based
Recruiting. Like you really gonna have to focus your recruiting on different archetypes instead of just loading up on
one type.
Yeah, like pass coverage linebackers. Or...
focus locally, while powerhouses can recruit nationally.
Oh, miss
New
one Notre
recruiting
Dame.
battles create high-stakes showdowns when multiple schools are neck
Damn,
and
bro.
neck for a
The fact that it's
and team needs are now front and center
the
on
fact
your
that it's
prospect list, so you always know exactly where to
The
focus
visit
your efforts.
price go up or down depending on how close or far they are.
Every player now has a
That's gonna make a
seasonal
difference.
health
That shit
pool
said
that
20 to
depletes as
schedule
they
a visit.
recover. And once it's
That means they had to
empty,
be an in-state
they
recruit.
can't bounce back until the offseason. New auto subs incorporate different wear and tear strategies, allowing you to customize
I like that
substitution
too.
thresholds and better manage
I like
your
the
team's long-term
substitution
usage.
ones.
Within
Substitution
custom
options.
conferences, the
Nice,
new
okay.
protected opponents option ensures certain annual matchups, regardless of divisional changes. Preserve key rivalries like
You see
Michigan
that, the
versus
protected
Ohio
opponents?
State every year with this feature.
Yeah.
Up to 2
Now, I was
protected
seeing
opponents per team.
you could edit
New
the
formation subs provide
substitution strategy
flexibility
on
to assign
based on the wear and
players to
tear.
Oh,
specific
yeah.
alignments, adding ways to strategically
Damn, that protected
exploit
opponent shit, I
team
like that.
weaknesses. Take
Fuck yeah.
advantage of
That's
new
big time.
position archetypes with up to 50 subs
is
per
big
team,
time.
with
Basically edit the
packages
entire
that
schedule.
persist
Yup.
season to season.
Instead of having fucking Notre Dame with only 4
crossplay
user
in
games.
Dynasty, build your college football empire with friends on any platform. Use the enhanced player hub and new members tab to effortlessly manage your dynasty and
Shit,
stay
this
connected.
Is nice.
Pre-order the MVP
crossplay,
bundle.
Yeah.
Includes both EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden NFL 26 for Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5.
All right, folks. So right now, from what we looking at, man, this is crazy right here. This game is in my opinion gonna be way better than 25. In my opinion, already just from what I'm watching. You feel me? Now I could be wrong, but I think it's gonna be dope. I really think it's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be better than 25 for sure.
The College Football 26 Dynasty Mode Deep Dive is officially live, and we have a lot to break down. Now, this video is sponsored by EA because they did get me this information early so that I could get this video ready quickly for you guys. It's a lot to go into today. They dropped a trailer. They dropped a 76-page blog, which is insane. Takes a really long time to read. I've condensed a lot of the information down so that this video won't be an hour long. Now, there's going to be more deep dives coming, more gameplay videos, and some exclusive footage that I'll have soon. If you don't want to miss out on all of that, make sure to subscribe and turn the...
All right, so check it out. So now we're going. All right. So a couple of the new features, man. They did the deep dive, which is what Homeboy was talking about in the video right now before I muted him. But this is the blog that had dropped a couple days ago, June 20th. The gameplay deep dive, man. So basically, where is it at? I seen something that I really liked earlier, and I wanted to speak on it real quick. Where is it at? Visualizing the damage. Where is it at? Oh, right here. The out-of-body experience, bro. Honestly, I'm really liking that, bro, because there are special occasions when dudes just start blacking out on the field, bro, and start balling the fuck out, bro. The only thing is, I love the fact that they limited to two tiers below. So if you're 2 tiers under Heisman, you'll go to Heisman, you'll get the Heisman tier. But if you're 3 tiers away, then you can only go up to the one underneath Heisman, which again I think is still dope because it's still boosting. It says here, one of our core objectives this year was capturing what we call out-of-body experience, those jaw-dropping moments when an elite player single-handedly changes the course of a game. To achieve this, we've completely redefined how abilities scale when a player gets hot. Momentum matters more than ever. When a player starts to cook, their physical abilities receive substantial boosts. If the player already holds a platinum tier ability, it automatically upgrades to the new Heisman tier, featuring enhanced effects and powerful new functionality directly inspired by player feedback. You'll know exactly when it happens. A green flash around the player's icon signals a tier up. Conversely, if a player's performance drops, you'll see a red downward arrow indicating that they've dropped the tier. So again, I like that, bro, because now if you're having a bad game, I mean, shit. Like, now you gotta play smart, because if not, your player's not gonna be playing. He's not. First of all, he's not gonna be playing up to his ratings, and second of all, like, the momentum that he has is already up against him. So you're gonna have to really be smart about the plays you make, the decisions you make, how you approach the game. I think that adds another layer to the way that people are gonna build their teams. And then these new offensive and defensive abilities.
New player archetypes and rebound.
I still love those. The battering ram and hammer. This is crazy though, man. This is crazy. Like, fresh concepts, real recalls in the playbooks. I love that. Misdirection is king in today's college game, and we brought that energy to life with new plays like jet power read toss, counter bash. You see teams like Kansas State and Jacksonville State burn defenses with this. You can do the same. New motion types. We've added new motion categories: reload, bounce, escort, and boomerang to help you layer deception and keep defenses guessing. These match the complexity of motion-heavy offenses like Kansas, Bama, James Madison, and offer new creative freedom when dialing up plays. I have a feeling Ole Miss, or the current Ole Miss user, is going to use that shit to death, bro. Which ain't nothing wrong with it. It's part of his, it's what he does. But yeah, that shit's going to be crazy. That shit is going to be crazy. Oh, shit, looks like we had another pick, folks.
A couple picks done went by.
So Fisher Players got Wisconsin. Chris Haywood got Tennessee. Skeeter got OU. Yeah, all right.
Scuba Steve up next.
It's getting interesting. Oh, I wonder who Scuba Steve's gonna pick. And the Big Ten gonna have some comp this year. Zay, me, you, Jimmy Black,
Pablo,
and Fisher.
Utah Big 10 too, ain't it? Or they Big 12?
Nah, Utah Big 12. But Wisconsin Big 10, so that's already one. Let me see.
That might be a full conference damn near on its own.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro.
But somebody still to take UCLA.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. 6 out of the 12, man. So we're already halfway there. That's crazy work. That's gonna be good though. It's gonna be real good.
Shit. Only one ACC team, I think, so far.
Yeah, Clemson, right? That's it.
Oh, not two.
Oh, okay.
Clemson and Miami. Oh, and Florida State. I forgot Doom took Florida State.
Yeah. So overall, folks, from the Dynasty Deep Dive, what we got is real coaches, more coaching drip. Coach levels up to 100 now. Coaching upgrades require a certain level. Mastering an archetype is cheaper. History book up to 3,500 transfers a year. Dynamic deal breakers in the recruiting. Recruiting nationally will cost more hours so it's going to make it harder for the big schools. I mean, the smaller schools to recruit. 1v1 battles for programs. Neck and neck for recruit, and 50 formation subs per team. Shout out to Migo Tez for dropping that in the Discord. We got double motion plays as well. For the first time ever, you can move multiple players pre-snap. That means you can mimic the chess match seen in real life from programs like Georgia Tech and Penn State. Whether it's sequential motions or dual motions at once, you can now shape shifts in formation to stress the defense before the snap even happens, man. Expanded QB run and RPO variety. I love that. Smarter option routes. One thing I did hear or did see, if you're an away team and you're going up against a team with stadium pulse, the further the receiver or the player on offense is away from the quarterback will affect them more, especially if you send them deeper down the field, if you send them on a deep route, or if you're trying to make pre-snap adjustments, or if you're trying to audible, it's going to be a lot harder because from what I read, you will be able to change the play, but again, the further you are from the line of scrimmage, the harder it will be for that message to be conveyed. So while the inside of your offense might have switched the play to an inside zone run, your receivers might still run the original play. Also, again, if you're sending them on deeper routes, or if you're trying to change their route in general on the outside and the stadium is going crazy, they more than likely will not register. They more than likely will cause an error, and more than likely will cause them to run the wrong route. So again, that's just going to keep you more conscious of how you're going to do your pre-snap adjustments, man. You know, because if you come out here trying to do all these adjustments, it's not working, man. It's not working at all. How you feel about the height for the quarterbacks, Tez?
I mean, they act like they give us 6'4", 6'5" quarterbacks out the wazoo as is.
That's
Like
what
most
I
of the
was saying.
quarterbacks be 5'10", 5'11", maybe 6'2" at best for the most part.
Yeah, because most of my QBs that I recruit 6'2" and 6'3", and even then, like it's not every year. Like I'll get like if I see a 6'2" or 6'3" QB, I'm trying to grab that QB because, again, like you said, like they don't give us no 6'5", 6'4" QBs up the wazoo like that, bro. So I wonder if they're gonna change that a lot. I wonder if they're gonna if that's gonna influence the way that we get more recruits. In the quarterback. Another thing that I saw that was really that I didn't like from last year, but it made perfect sense, but I still didn't like, was the fact that most scramblers and improvisers couldn't throw a tight spiral, bro. Like, that shit was, I don't know, bro. That shit's crazy. Like, you know, I understand not throwing every pass as a tight spiral, but at some point, bro, like these are D1 football players. These are D1 quarterbacks, bro. Like, that tight spiral's coming out, you know, more often than not. You feel me? But it's crazy. It's crazy the fact that you know, in this last game, most scramblers and most improvisers were throwing ducks, unless they had that what was that trait? I forgot the trait. But unless they had that trait that allowed them to throw tight spirals, man. Other than that, you was getting some ducks, man, which is tough, because you could upgrade the throw power, the throw accuracy, and all that shit, and they was still throwing ducks.
I feel like that shit either gonna get significantly better or significantly worse.
Well, and I think
the quarterback archetypes are super specific. Like that shit's a pure runner. Like that just gives that nigga's not gonna be able to throw the ball at all.
Yeah, and like from that screenshot that you shared from Bordeaux, it's like QBs seem to miss more passes. Man, like that. Hey, man, that's tough, bro. That is tough. That is very tough. Now, I will say the horizontal plays aren't as OP. I don't know. I mean, he says you'll either love it or dislike it, man. I run a lot of horizontal plays, stretch, power, but I think he's talking more about like the jet sweeps and stuff, right? So in that sense, I definitely get it. I would like that because sometimes those jet sweeps were a little bit OP. But I mean, again, if you have the speed for it, then it's completely justified, obviously, duh. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. The stretch and the power, like I said, if those are affected, I wouldn't be that mad because those were also OP, bro. Those were all, especially at the beginning when fucking Quinshawn Judkins had that spin move from hell. Like, you run stretch.
Oh man.
You run stretch.
That infamous clip.
Yeah. You run stretch left and you spin inside, bro. It's over with, bro. That motherfucker's spinning from the east sideline all the way to the west one, bro. And ain't nobody touching him. Ain't nobody touching him. So what else we got? Yeah, we already talked about this. The height finally matters. We already touched on that. Enhanced QB progression system. So that's actually something that I haven't read. Recognizing that lower-rated quarterbacks were previously more successful than we would like, we've expanded the gap between elite and lower-tier quarterbacks to mirror real-life disparities more accurately. High-awareness quarterbacks will quickly and efficiently cycle through multiple receiving options, reflecting the decisive reads and rapid decision-making of the nation's elite signal callers. Conversely, lower-rated quarterbacks struggle more significantly, realistically managing fewer progressions and demonstrating slower decision-making, closely resembling the performance of inexperienced true freshmen or developing quarterbacks seen on Saturdays. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's fire, in my opinion, because we've seen it happen many times where dudes will put in their backup quarterback and they start fucking balling, and it's like, bro, that's not how that goes, and we know it. You feel me? And like
Not
having
that often, at least.
yeah, and like having 3 superstar quarterbacks on your team, bro. That's, come on. Again, rarely happens. Rarely. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I like this.
That might make them upgrades tricky. You build somebody up with all them upgrades, and a nigga transfer out on you.
Yeah.
After a year or two.
Yeah, and again, that's gonna make your upgrade decisions a lot more important, man. Because now, people like, especially me, I was going for depth every time I upgraded, bro. I was trying to, like, I'd upgrade my freshmen, that way by the time they're seniors, I don't gotta waste no upgrades on them. You feel me? That ain't gonna work this year. So people gonna have to literally build their squad and make sure that they're actually hitting what they need, because motherfuckers gonna transfer out. Like, for sure. Ain't no doubt about it. Especially like they said in the trailer. If they're good, playing time is gonna be significantly important to them. One thing I want,
especially if you look at the screenshot of the transfer portal.
Yep.
There's some niggas in the portal, like top elite niggas in the portal.
Yeah.
So,
how do you feel about the new tackle types, dog? The wrap catch tackles, in range lunge, and the unprepped hit sticks.
I have to test it out for myself. Them first couple days before the league actually start, I'm a deep dive into everything: the recruiting, the new controls, all that.
Everything, yeah. Because the one thing I will say about Madden, bro, when they did the boomstick, like, I get what they were going for and whatnot. But damn, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, it sucked. It sucked when you felt like you had timed it perfectly and you hit it slightly early, and so now now it's saying, oh, slightly early, and dude bounces off. It's like, fuck, man. Like, even though you were in the right spot, right time, everything, you just flicked it a little too early, bro. So again, yeah, you're right about that. I'm gonna have to get in there and deep dive and see what's up with it, before we even hit the dynasty, because the way picks are shaping out, man, it's looking like each conference is probably gonna have about, I would say, probably about
6 to 8 players.
Yeah, I was about to say eight, like 6 to 8 players, bro. 6 to 8 players in each conference. So yeah, motherfuckers gonna have to, I hope they put the updated playoff format in there. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers gonna have to earn that trip to the playoffs, bro.
Or they should just let you edit the format altogether how you want it to be.
Nah, that's facts. I agree with that. 100%.
You probably will have that option. Like how it says, like, we could switch it from record to, like, conference champions in this game. In 20, they'll probably have something like that where you can change it and change how playoff ranking and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Hey, shit, if they do that, man, that's gonna be dope right there. We're gonna need that for sure. And then, honestly, another thing that I saw, and I really like it, was the ability to be able to silence a crowd if you're an away team, but at the same time, how on third down, that crowd's still gonna be rocking, even if, like, let's say you hit a big bomb down the field, now they're quiet, but then first down, you run a pass, you hit a run for 3 yards, second down, you hit another run for 2 yards, now it's 3rd and 5, and the crowd gonna be jumping again. That's realistic, bro, and I like that. Like, even if I'm an away team, like, that shit's still realistic, because the crowd, like when I went to go see Ohio State in Michigan, bro, every fucking third down, bro, the crowd was getting fucking crazy, dog. Like, I'm talking about losing their fucking minds. So it's definitely something that I think adds to the realism of it, and I'm really looking forward to see how that works as well. Because again, I feel like this game, the what's it called, the crowd meter or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the field intensity, whatever it's called, I forgot, but I feel like that shit was OP. Like when it was high, it was OP, but then like there were times where even though you just scored and you just got a couple good defensive plays, now it's third down and the bar is only like halfway or like a quarter of the way, and it's like, what? Like, it's third down, bro. People should be getting rowdy. It should be getting lit in here, you know? So I think that them fixing that is gonna be huge. I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna add, like I said, yet another layer to away games if you're the away team. I really can't wait to try that block steering though, bro. That block steering was really enticing, bro.
I wasn't understanding how to do it.
So here's how it works. Once engaged, press right trigger and left stick to begin steering. You can steer an interaction in any direction based on player strength, weight, ratings, like block shedding, run block, impact blocking, etc., etc. Most importantly, momentum. This works for both sides of the ball, whether you're a nose tackle trying to dent the A gap or pulling guard trying to drive defenders out the way. Okay, so basically, if you're running the ball, you hit the right trigger and then you steer the blocker with your left stick. I don't know how it's gonna decide what fucking blocker to use, but that shit's gonna be very interesting. Like I said, especially on the tackle runs, like on the stretches, the off tackle, the duos, stuff like that. Like where the tackle
stretch.
Yeah, because
on a stretch, I would like my dude to something they don't do now, but I would rather them hook in instead of just squaring up like how they usually do.
Yep. Yeah, I would 100% rather them hook them, or at least try to. You feel me? Rather than just square, like you said, square up with them and try to drive them out. I like the hook on the outside edge like that. And also, I mean, shit, I'm interested to see how they work double teams because I didn't see a lot of double teams in last year's game, to be honest with you.
Just never worked, man. Even when you did call the adjustment to double team.
Yeah.
It does when you running like leads. It works more better on like a 3 technique.
Okay.
Like on a D tackle.
See, because they said that the schemes that now block with drastically improved clarity and accuracy include power, counter, trap, wham, duo, all veer variants, and midline concepts.
Trap worked amazing.
Fuck yeah, trap did work amazing. Trap and duo worked amazing too, especially like the way I run it, where I bring my inside receiver across the formation and get the numbers on the side where we're running into. That shit fucking works, bro. Granted, if they got speed or if they got power, they gonna block that shit up too, right? But pass protection, read, slide, react. Okay. See, again, I love the fact that they're redefining the offensive line play. Because a lot of times too, what I noticed is if you go into slide protection or if you go into what's that shit called? Empty protection, and you try to let them know like, hey, we're in empty. There still would be a dude coming off the line completely unfucking touched. Yeah, especially if you slid them, which again, that's if you slide somebody, like if you slide the line to the right, that mostly means that you're gonna either roll out or progress to the right. But the fucking defensive end coming screaming off the left is incredible. Playmaker flip for protection, built for matchups. Yeah, man, this is again, I feel like they took everything that they needed to fix in laundry.
I think it's just a towel.
Oh yeah, you can take it out. Yeah, you can take it out. Yeah, man, like I feel like what they did is they're improving on a lot of things from 25, and then obviously making them better, which is great. But then they're also adding a lot of stuff that, again, a lot of people like wanted, and I feel like this is the first time in a long time that EA really any game does that. Because I mean, in 2K, we've been asking for different things in 2K, and they just keep making it worse and worse, in my opinion, to be honest with you. So the fact that EA Sports took the time to listen to the folks, took the time to listen to the fans, like, I think that's dope, because they are actually, from what we're seeing, they are improving this game a lot. Let me see here. What else we
It's
looking
just up to us to break it, huh?
Huh?
I said we just gonna have to break it.
Yeah. See, cause even then, bro, like on defense, the custom zones, the leverage game, shade with purpose, no eyes, no picks. I love that, bro. Last game, some of the full speed contested over the shoulder interceptions felt a little too much. Like defenders were turning into center fielders. I started calling them with the Willie Mays interceptions. This year, we've improved that. When a DB doesn't have eyes on the ball, he won't make those unrealistic blind leaps anymore. I
They need
feel
to fix them unrealistic ass linebacker picks that be damn happening.
I
That
don't know.
shit be blowing me.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. So it says no more backwards acrobatic picks without vision. Instead, defenders react late, fighting through the receiver's hands, trying to knock the ball loose, rather than wrapping into a perfect catch animation. It's all about context. When a DB's in trail position, hips turn, and running at full speed, you should feel more inclined to take a deep shot. You no longer have to wait until your receivers is 3-step clear from breaking the jam. The game now rewards smart, confident throws that recognize defensive leverage. It don't say anything about the linebackers. But I agree. I really hope they do fix that. And it says swatter pick, choose wisely. Swatting the ball returns to prominence this year. That's gonna be crazy. And then obviously what they said about to the crib, too many wide open interceptions fell incomplete last year. I agree, and the fact that they're gonna fix that is dope. Man, bro, this is my question to y'all is, how do y'all feel about the sliders being fully editable now, or being able to fully edit everything from the wear and tear to how much a regular tackle affects, how much a hit stick tackle affects, how much late hits on a quarterback affect them? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all feel like it's one of those things where we'll take the first year to kind of just mess with it, leave everything on, like, regular, just how it is?
Yeah, I would leave it on regular. Only thing, I think I saw one up there that said something about like sack, like when the wear and tear quarterbacks take from sacks.
Yeah.
I feel like we should turn that up just a little bit. I mean, but nothing crazy, like maybe like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Because like if you're getting back there, you need to get rewarded. You know what I'm saying? So like,
especially if you get like 8 sacks.
Especially if you
fumbled.
got like 8 sacks on somebody, and he keep running out the pocket. You hit sticking him every time. He need to take some damage.
Nah, facts. Okay, so this is one thing that I just saw right now. It says it's the little things. Switch stick visual change. That's no big deal for me, to be honest with you. But the pre-play movement from Madden 25 comes to college football along with new enhancements. I played Madden 25. Again, I don't know how to feel about that, because I don't like when they bring stuff from Madden over to college football, because it is a different game. But I did like the way that pre-play movement did play in Madden 25, though. Like, I did like it. I just don't know how I feel about incorporating Madden stuff with CFB, because from what I read, the game does feel a lot slower, which again, I'm not sure I like, because college football is fast, bro. Like, no matter which way you shake it, college football is fast. It's fast, and if the game feels slower than this year, that's heavy adjustment to make. But again, that's taking out the essence of college football. Like, college football is literally one of those. It's you think the play is over just because it looks like it got stuffed up, and then boom, next thing you know, running backs breaking out 60-yard touchdowns. Because I remember when the game first came out, a lot of people were talking about how a lot of the plays seemed unrealistic, and there was like a side-by-side comparison of stuff that was happening in the game to stuff that had happened in real life. And I was like, yeah, bro, no, this is capturing the essence of college football perfectly. So I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where I gotta wait. I gotta wait until the game comes out to see how that feels. But I don't like the fact that they said that the game is slower now. I really don't, and I'm really not looking forward to it. Like, again, I think college football should be fast. I don't think it should be like an arcade game type fast, but faster than the NFL. Even though on the field it is faster in the NFL, right? It is, but again, it's a different type of fast, if you ask me. The double move improvements, just to savvy offenses, use double moves to exploit aggressive, all-out blitz schemes in critical game moments. College Football 26 now enables quarterback to execute these routes more effectively. This improvement mirrors real-life world scenarios where offensive coordinators strategically capitalize on overly aggressive and inexperienced defenders. That sounds pretty cool to me. But again, it also sucks because if you get a 5-star freshman that's going to be, I don't know, 83, 84 out the gate, and he's good enough to start, you're telling me that despite the fact that he is probably ranked higher than whoever's across from him, just because he's a freshman, he might not do as good? How do y'all feel about that?
Say that one more time.
So, like, it says, says this improvement mirrors real world scenarios where offensive coordinators strategically capitalize on overly aggressive and inexperienced defenders. So basically, like I said, like if you got a freshman corner going up against like a senior receiver or whatever, right? And even though the freshman corner is probably like a 83 or like a 82, and that receiver he's playing is or guarding is like a 78 or 79, the inexperience though is gonna like come into play. So the senior receiver still has an advantage if they're overly aggressive. Again, I don't know how to feel about that in particular because again, I know he'd be a freshman, but there are dogs that come out as freshmen and ball out. You feel me? So I feel like they should keep it to where inexperience does maybe hinder him a little bit, but not enough to where he's gonna get beat by an inferior player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like a veteran should get some type of ability or something instead of just
Right.
you know,
Instead of just being better than him because he's older, basically.
older.
Yeah. Like, I don't think that, again, like I get where they're going with it or why they're doing that, but that's also still not how that works. Because think about it, man. Like if that's the case, Jeremiah Smith would have been kind of locked down by a lot of different corners in the Big Ten because there were a lot of junior and senior corners in the Big Ten. You feel me? But again, Jeremiah was just a fucking dog. Like, you know, like sometimes you get dogs that are freshmen that are gonna tear it up.
Yeah, they could have made the mental abilities upgradable instead of
Physical.
trying to do that, to be honest.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. Like, let us upgrade the mental
You know, like
ones.
the road dog, the
True.
fan favorite, all that shit.
Yeah.
Especially if they made the dev traits upgradable this year.
Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier. Same name, new energy. We kept the name, brought up the intensity of the stadium pulse meter, but everything about home field advantage in college football 26 has evolved. It hits harder. It stretches deeper. It feels more alive. And if you're walking into the wrong stadium at the wrong time, be prepared for an experience that can break your spirit or forge legends. Welcome to college football 26. Oh shit. What is it? Okay. Okay. So in college football 26, nighttime and rivalry modifiers add an extra edge to schools ranked among the toughest places to play. Now when you're on the road, under the lights is a different kind of chaos. Away quarterbacks will struggle managing the clock, just like we've seen visiting quarterbacks in the swamp lose their composure in crucial moments. Kicking becomes dramatically tougher, especially with the game on the line. And in rivalry matchups, expect more false starts, more broken communication, and more composure breakdowns as the crowd pushes every moment to the breaking point. This means places like LSU at night, the Swamp during Florida-Bama, or Autzen during a Civil War showdown aren't just hard, they're hostile. And then it says, where you line up matters. Hot route disruptions now come with added context and depth. They scale based on your receiver's distance from the quarterback, meaning wide receivers lined up furthest away are impacted the most by crowd noise. The deeper your route concept, the higher the risk of communication and confusion. Pre-snap adjustments feel situational, exactly as they do on Saturdays. You'll think twice before checking at the line, and you'll work harder to maintain composure. And then it says, silence in the crowd. We've added a new mechanic to give the away team a fighting chance, momentum-based crowd silence. Now when the visiting team pulls off a big play, specifically a gain of 20+ yards resulting in a first down, you temporarily quiet the stadium and pause home field advantage effects. It's your chance to silence the chaos, seize the moment, and flip the game if you can execute. Damn, okay. Nice. And it says, we didn't forget the kickers. This year, we've completely overhauled the pressure kicking experience in hostile environments, especially during night games and intense rivalry battles when the crowd is at its peak. The accuracy meter becomes completely transparent. Damn. The ball fades out of your kicker's line. The ball fades out as your kicker lines up. The power meter feels white, reducing your visual feedback. The result, kicking becomes a true pressure cooker moment where the difference between hero and villain comes down to your thumbs. Make it and you'll celebrate in stunned silence. Miss it and you'll never hear the end of it. Good luck, you're going to need it. Damn. That is crazy. That's a lot, and there's a lot of stuff that obviously I didn't dive into that I skipped over in this long ass page. But man, at the end of the day,
They used to have that kicking thing. They used to have that where it disappears. I know in Madden it had.
Yeah,
it
in
for
Madden
sure.
they did, especially if you're kicking it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's like that on NCAA too, but it's only if you kick like a game-winning field goal. It only do that.
26
Yeah, or if somebody
Dynasty
tries to like ice
Deep
your
Dive
kicker.
is officially
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Starting your dynasty, you can create a coach or petition now. Family
So I'm trying to
discount lowers
see.
archetype cost if a rebalance needs, as well as alertabilities that less likely cream
Man,
of the
this is
crop
all stuff that
increases
we
the
already talked about. But yeah, man. I mean, overall, like I said, I think the dynasty is gonna be. I think the dynasty and all the options that they give you and all the different things that they allow you to do within the dynasty, I think is gonna help keep the league alive a lot more and a lot more interesting. Again, especially with the ability to be able to determine or influence how many transfers are gonna be in the transfer portal. I think that's dope. Because that way teams, even if you do enter late, now you're not at that much of a disadvantage. You feel me? Now you enter late, you can still build through the portal compared to last year where, it had to, like, when Zay left Tennessee, a lot of those players left, but even then, a lot in 25 was like 5 to 10. Now the fact that in the transfer you'll have 5 to 10 players leave your team every season is going to be crazy. My bad, y'all. I got distracted by this text message. But yeah. So, yo. Oh, my bad. But honestly, yeah, like I feel like that's gonna be able to keep dynasties running a little bit more smooth and a little bit longer. The only thing that I'm worried about is dudes were tripping over the transfer portal this year, and only week 1 was basically the most important one. Now I have a feeling that that's probably the off seasons are probably gonna be a lot slower paced or more important unless we actually like schedule it to where we give folks like a single day, like, hey, we're gonna run 4-hour blocks on the transfer portal so everybody could get what they need to do. Now again, we also can't reward motherfuckers for not recruiting throughout the year, and they're like, oh man, I'm just gonna wait to the transfer portal. Nah, man, fuck that. If you waiting to do that, then nah, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the off season is gonna be a way more important, way more vital to next season than it was this year. What y'all think?
Yeah, man. A lot of people didn't recruit. I know some years I didn't recruit, but that was when I had like a full team that I just restarted. I know
Yeah.
we got to a point where all of our seniors was going, so you in there with just freshmen and sophomores. At that point in time, you don't need that many people.
Yeah. And like I said, man, like I said earlier, man, like a lot of rosters, a lot of people, the way they build their team is going to change because, like I said, I used to be going after depth. I wanted depth year after year after year. You feel me? Now I won't be able to build like that because motherfuckers gonna be transferring out. So again, it's one of those things where shit's gonna be different. You feel me? You gonna have to really, really decide how you gonna build your team, because it's not gonna be like it was this season where, you know, your quarterback is a 93 and he's still kicking it, still staying at the team, still staying at the school for, you know, the rest of his career, and he didn't play a damn snap. You feel me? So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really interested to see when the game drops, how long they'll take to do the update on the Dynasty, to do the major update. I know they usually wait like what, a month, maybe 2-3 weeks. So hopefully they don't take forever, man. And hopefully they make it like last year, where if you already have your Dynasty started, you won't have to restart it. Everything will just, you know, sync up. Because I mean, shit, we started ours, what, 3 weeks after the game dropped, something like that, and we didn't feel any of it. Like, honestly, I mean, the only thing was when they were able to edit the players. I think that was the dopest addition. Because other than that, I mean, I ain't really see any difference between the update and what was going on before the update. So I'm interested to see how long they take for that too. But other than that, man, I mean, shit, Dynasty's gonna be looking like where it's at, man. Now I'm just waiting more on a little bit more like gameplay, actual gameplay. Like maybe see have them, you know, show not even a full game, but maybe just a full quarter or a half to see, you know, how it's gonna play. Because again, they say it's slower, but everything I see in the videos don't seem slower, you know. So I don't know if it's just because it's the build that they're playing on, that it's still not the final game, it's the beta. But I want to see what's up. I'm excited, very, very anxious to see how this game is gonna work. I can't wait, man. I really can't. We're what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, 2 weeks away, man. 2 weeks away. She's gonna be lit. I'm telling you right now, man. She's gonna be fucking lit. Y'all got anything y'all want to add on and talk about before we close it out, brothers?
Yeah, not today, man. I think you went over everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
I ain't giving
I
out
don't
no
think they
free
do.
sauce.
yeah. Hey,
I got some
I
ideas,
can't
bro.
talk about nothing.
I was about to say, I know you locked in, Taz. You be hooking us up with the info, man. So I already know you locked in, man. So I already know you got the sauce, man. But shit, man, I'm trying to stay ready, man. Cause yeah, once the game drops, man, I'm gonna make my playbook and I'm gonna get in the motherfucking lab, bro. That's the biggest thing. I want to see how people build their playbooks now, knowing that there's all these different formations and stuff like that, man. But again, just overall, very excited for the game. Very excited to keep BMG going, man. And you know, very excited at the fact that y'all are. I mean, shit. We already got 25 users lined up for next year's Dynasty, man, and the game don't even drop. So if you're trying to get put on, man, right now, while there's still open teams and while there's still, you know, we're still going through the selection process, hit me up. Hit up one of the commissioners. Because it's going to be lit. It's definitely going to be lit. And, again, we talked about it. We're going to take the best 16 players from BMG after year 1 or 2 and mix in with another league, PTG, and do 16 of their best players. And I don't know how the team selection is going to work there, but you know, that idea right there is going to be lit. Having 16 of the best PS5 users that we got against 16 of their best Xbox users. We just gonna go at it, man. I'm excited. But as always, man, I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate Taz and Zay. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Showing support, showing love, and obviously always being a part of these pods and, you know, being a part of the league, man. But yeah, man, I'm excited. So like I said, man, if y'all got anything else y'all want to add on before we head out, feel free to do so. If not, man, like I said, we're going to close it out with that, man. So if y'all got anything to say, let me know.
Let's lock it out, man.
Cool. Folks, hey, man, BMG 26 coming very soon, 2 weeks from now, maybe 3, because we might run it the weekend of the drop. But y'all be ready, man. Like I said, if y'all want to tap in with us, man, let me know. We'll get you on the list. We'll get you in the Discord. Best commissioner group around, if you ask me. Best environment, if you ask me. We did have a couple crash outs this year. We got rid of all that toxicity. You know, we got rid of the toxicity, man. We kept the core users. We kept, the dudes that, that have been loyal and consistent from day one or day two or year two, whatever. But it's a league where we try to be as fair for everybody, man. I know a lot of leagues out there aren't like that, but we take pride in making sure that everybody in the league is feels included and feels important, man. But like I said, we appreciate all of y'all, man. For me and Zay and Tez, man, sign